Hello, welcome back to my channel, Rolling the Dice, where here we take a chance and roll the dice. This is my second sketchbook tour. Unfortunately, it's not a new sketchbook, it's an old sketchbook that's been finished for a while. Here we are, video 2, second sketchbook. I do have more that are done, but those will be future videos. So today we have this Strathmore 400 series drawing sketchbook, not the mixed media one. This is just a regular drawing paper. This was a very enjoyable sketchbook for me. I love the size of it. I loved the paper, the quality, everything about this sketchbook I absolutely loved. I would highly recommend it. I'm currently working in the mixed media one version of it now. I will give you my opinion about it when I'm finished. How about that? So without further ado, grab some tea and whatever you're working on and come tour the sketchbook with me. All right. Starting off with the cover here, we just have some stickers that I got from my tattoo machine when I purchased it online. It came with these stickers. I didn't want to put them on the case that it came with because it was pretty cheap and looked like it was about to go in the trash anyways. So, yeah. This sketchbook was started in August of 2021. The first page being a girl that I saw on Pinterest, and I just wanted to do a quick study of her. As far as sketches go for me when it comes to people, this is pretty good. Because I don't typically draw people, this was a pretty successful sketch. Her body looks a little disproportionate to her head, but I think mainly because in the reference photo, she was wearing like a really baggy shirt, and I guess it just doesn't look quite right. So this is a page from my planner, just marking the date and time when my niece was born. I do plan on putting that in my scrapbook whenever I have time. On the spread, we have some horse sketches and a drawing of a Allosaurus skull or a juvenile T-Rex skull. I don't quite remember. It's from a picture I took when I went to the museum. And then on this side, we have some sketches of some Texas native flowers. Some more dinosaur sketches here. I wanted to do some like cute little chibi looking dinosaurs. This is a velociraptor skull from a picture I took when I went to the museum. Some more horse sketches here. These were all used, I think all of these I used references except for this one. Here's Shadow making his debut again. Sir, please move. Go on, get. This page, this was the start of my revelation of, oh my goodness, I think I want to be a tattoo artist. So I started looking up different tattoo styles and stuff like that, and I tried to incorporate that more into my artwork. So this is like black and white illustration. I just did this in my dip pen. I did this with my dip pen, like it was a glass one with some ink. So I really like this spread a lot. Out of everything on here, I think I only put that horse head in my portfolio. Here's me trying out traditional for the first time. I think the rose was pretty successful, but everything else is a little iffy. I did a little pinup girl here. She is in my tattoo portfolio, but it doesn't really look like this one. It looks more so like this one. But I'm thinking about tweaking it a bit more before I commit to putting that one in my portfolio. Here I was trying to come up with like a tattoo design incorporating like arrows and this buck head, but I lost interest in it. So, and then some abandoned drawings on this side. This is what the process looks like of me trying to figure out how I want to make a Avatar themed tattoo. I want to do something that was personal to me in the sense of like it was something like a scene in the Avatar series that I really liked and it really spoke to me. Like it's just like one of my favorite scenes, and I was trying to do something involving like the elements maybe. but then I couldn't quite figure out like a composition that I wanted. And then I was like, oh, I really love the koi fish too, and I just like the symbolism of the koi fish and the yin and yang type thing. So then I thought of season 1's finale of whenever he stepped into the spirit oasis pond and like went into the avatar state. Honestly, one of the best scenes for me in the entire series. It was so beautifully done, and it was so good. So I wanted to do that scene and make it into a tattoo piece. And oh my goodness, I got ink in here somehow. This is what the final version sort of looks like. It looks very similar to this. This piece is in my tattoo portfolio. Here we have some random little sketches. Two of these pieces here I had to stick in from a different sketchbook that unfortunately got tore up by my dogs. So this is just a spread of some random little doodles of animals. Typically when I don't know what to draw, I go onto this website called Random List Generator, and I usually always type in like animals or flowers, and they give you a really good variety of like maybe like animals I've never even heard of before. So it's interesting to like look them up and then try and draw them. And then on this side, I was following a tutorial by Mary Sanche. Ooh, I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. She was doing a gouache tutorial on underpaintings and how they can affect your painting, whether or not you have a cool underpainting or a warm underpainting. So that was really fun tutorial to follow along with, because it was at this point right here, I was still learning how to use gouache. Honestly, I'm still learning how to use gouache, but I have a more firm grasp on how to handle it now. But I always went to her channel to watch her videos because she's an amazing artist and a very talented animal artist as well. And I'm an animal artist at heart. Like, I love to draw animals. So you have some capybaras. This was like my first time drawing capybaras, so it wasn't that great. And this was, this one's cute though. He's pretty cute. And then this spread here, I just did some sketches of an animal called an okapi, I believe that's what it's called. Very interesting, very hard to draw. A cat skull, which I was going to turn into some sort of tattoo design, but I didn't have as much room as I thought I would for what I wanted to do, so I just kind of left it alone. And then I have this Pachyrhinosaurus skull here. This is in my tattoo portfolio, but it is a colored version. Some puffin heads, and a study of this jaguar or leopard, I'm not sure, that I saw on Pinterest. And I really liked like the shapes that I was seeing in the face, and I wanted to try and see if I could recreate that image. And so I think it was pretty successful. I like that drawing. This is a sketch of a reference I pulled off Pinterest as well. It's some sort of deer. I think it's a Nara deer. The face on the deer just looks so soft and peaceful. I wanted to see if I could capture that softness. This here is a really messy concept sketch of a tattoo piece I was working on to put in my portfolio. It is finished now, and it is in my portfolio. I really enjoyed working on this one. It took me a while to figure out what I wanted to do with the composition of it, and how to lay things out. It's by no means the best tattoo design in the world because I am still learning, but for, you know, a beginner and like trying to make tattoo designs, I think it's really good. I really enjoy it. I mean, I would personally get it tattooed, so. This page, I was wanting to just do some monochromatic sketches in pencil, and then I abandoned the monochromatic theme and went with just a bunch of random colors. This is actually a self-portrait of me. I just was looking at a picture I took because I was bored, and so I was like, let me see if I can draw myself. To this date, this is the only and the best drawing that I have of myself. So, and then this page here is a sketch of my cat and my dog and this person and this color scheme that I really enjoyed at the time.
And we have some fishy sketches over here. And then this little octopus guy. So a version of this is in my tattoo portfolio. This page here and then the following spread is sketches of my dogs. If you're a dog owner, cat owner, anybody who owns animals, we take a lot of pictures of them, like lots. So I'll just hop on my computer sometimes and literally just, go through pictures that I have. I'm like, oh, okay, I want to draw that one. So this session, I did it only in pen, no pencil. It was so much fun. It was pretty challenging because I had to be very mindful of the strokes that I made, like the pen marks. So it was really fun. I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. They turned out really cute. This is my cat who's making a lot of noise in the background right now. That's Shadow, who you guys have met informally on multiple occasions. This is my mother's dog, Whiskey, but he goes by Biscuits, and I know that I spelled biscuits wrong. Oh, yeah. This one's so cute, too. I could do a complete in-depth, see here, Shadow again. Thank you. I could go and to complete details about every single dog and their personality and everything, but we would be here for a while. And I would love to do it, but not everybody's here for that. Here is just some little random horse doodles down here. Some more horse doodles. This spread was really frustrating for me. I don't know what it was, but this day I just could not get my proportions right. I couldn't get anything to likeness. I was done. So it's not my favorite spread. So to distract the eye from looking at anything too bad, I put in this little horse from a horse magazine that I had. Because at least, that looks like a horse. Everything else, no. Obviously that's a goat, but that was like because that goat was already there. And then speaking of goats, this is sketches of my goats. What? You have goats? Yes, I have goats. I have 4, technically 5, but I won't go into why I have technically 5. But this was a little session I did. I went out, took some pictures of them, and came back home and did a little sketch session of my goats. Because there's only 4 of the goats, I will go ahead and tell you who's who. We have Dusty, who's also right here, Hopper. Those are my 2 boys. They're brothers. Both of them were bottle fed by me personally. And then we have Bernie and Stormy. Those are 2 girls I got a little bit later on. They are both bottle fed as well, but I did not bottle feed them. So when it comes in terms to friendliness for goats, they are all extremely friendly, except for Dusty. He's a bit of a bully. And if I take you guys out to meet him, you'll know why. But the girls, they're so sweet, especially Bernie. She's like a dog, man. Love her. So let me know down in the comments if you guys want to do like a little sketch with me session, and I take you guys out to the goats to meet them, and we can, go out there and sketch them or paint them or whatever. They're fun. They're real fun. Some loose paintings here. These are really old. Oh my goodness. And then a notepad page here. This is whenever I was watching a tutorial on YouTube by Chris Garber on how to draw peonies, Japanese peonies. Chris Garber, I don't know if you guys know, is a American tattoo artist. He's really big in the industry. He's a very fast drawer too. I had to pause the video a lot to keep up with him. But he made it very clear and concise, and it was a fun tutorial to follow along with. And then I had just like empty space around here, so I hopped onto that website I told you all about, and then just did some animals around the sides. Oh, let me put this back. This page here, we have some more dinosaur sketches, and then a sketch of my cat from life, and I just wrote a little synopsis of what I was doing, which was drawing her. Some more dinosaur drawings. This was a session that I did, and I wanted to do some dinosaur fan art from the movie Dinosaur, the Disney movie Dinosaur, 2001 movie. I have a book about it. One of my favorite movies. It's beautiful, very underrated, has wonderful CGI for its time. If you were a dino kid, you know this movie. And if you don't know this movie, go watch it because it's amazing. I love it. So this was really fun to do. I remember I was really struggling with this particular pose, but once I got it down, I was like, yes, I did it. I love dinosaurs. I don't know if you guys can tell. Here we have some mermaids. This must have been around May because typically I won't draw mermaids unless it's around May for Mermay. And I usually never follow through when it comes to drawing challenges like that. However, this year is going to be different. October is coming up and I'm going to be doing my darndest to participate in Inktober. Actually, whenever I release this video, it'll probably be October already. So if y'all want to see like what I put out for Inktober, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Am I gonna do every day? I don't know, but I'm gonna be making sure I'm at least doing like 3/4 of that list because I have yet to do it. Some horse sketches up here. These are actually some stickers I'm planning to make. They're still in the process. I'll show you the finalized version up here somewhere of what they look like. I'm debating on whether or not I want to put them up in my shop or not. Just because, you know, I don't know what people like nowadays and I'm not trying to make a bunch of stickers that no one's gonna buy. So I probably might just make some for my nieces and nephews because they love stickers and as do I. And plus it'd be so cool to have like stickers that you made on stuff, you know? I don't know. I think it'd be cool. This is a sketch from my dog, Bella from Life, and Shadow again. He was in a very difficult position to draw. I was having a really hard time to get his head right, and it still does not look right, but, you know, I tried. Here is some ballpoint pen studies of Greek and Roman statues. This was a really fun sketchbook session that I did because I don't usually draw in pen, much less ballpoint pen, but this was the beginning of my obsession with it. I say obsession, but like my infatuation with it. I underestimated it as a medium because it was very challenging to do, especially trying to get like a softness in whatever it is you are trying to do. But once you achieve it and then you combined it with like hard lines, oh, it looks so good. So good. And it's so fun. If you guys have never tried drawing in ballpoint pen, like the cheap, regular Bic pens, do it. It's worth it. On this side, I have a koi fish done in ballpoint pen. This was following another Chris Garver tutorial. Horse head. This horse head is in my tattoo portfolio because I was just kind of, you know, drawing things off the top of my head. And usually if I'm drawing anything off the top of my head, it either is going to be a horse, a dinosaur, or a dragon. So that's what came out and I was like, ooh, you look good. And I put them in my portfolio. I still think the original sketch looks a lot better than what I have in my portfolio, but I think that's just because I have the red pencil underneath. Here you can see I was trying to do different variations of that head, but was coming up with stuff I didn't like, so I just stopped. A boot. This was done in a different sketchbook. I just stuck it in here. Some random things going on here. This is a thumbnail of a painting I was doing for my sister, which I'm almost done with it. I'll let you guys know. I'll put a picture up here of what it looks like at the moment. Another random page. I took this to a restaurant with my sister and her husband, and we were being mean to each other and drawing funny stuff. Some thumbnails of the painting I was gonna do, but I didn't like how it was, you know, turning out, so I just abandoned it. Some more random stuff here. Horses, cows, another horse. This was a self-portrait I was gonna try and do, but I have not finished it yet. Here we have some armadillos on the left. This was me trying to figure out like a pose for armadillo and like a composition for a piece that I was working on, which you'll see the finalized like version of it on the next page here. I have not finished that piece because when, I kid you not, my cats, oof, when I was working on it, I was painting it in gouache on a piece of paper and I had it just laying out on my desk. The next morning it was chewed up and I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I love my cats. I love them. But when they do stuff like that, I want to scream. I want to scream. Yeah. Thank the Lord I didn't get that far into the piece, but it was pretty upset. It was pretty upsetting. So ever since then, I haven't even attempted to restart it, but I shall one day. And then here we have this little creepy drawing of a skull. If you've been on Pinterest and you look up pictures of a skull, you'll probably see this around. It was just so creepy. I had to draw it. I just felt like it was always, you know, staring into my soul. And, you know, Okay, so here is the final version of the piece I was doing. I don't know if you can tell like where I was going with like the vision, but it would have been cute. And I think it still will be cute. I just have to set some time aside to actually finish the painting. Here we have some sketches. This is around October because this is prompts from the sketch or the Inktober, I think it was 2023. And I was like just trying to, you know, get some ideas of what I could do. And like I said though, I never participated like fully in any of them, but it's still fun to look at the prompts and see what you could think of. This is a drawing done by my niece of baby Yoda. We all know that's Grogu now, but she did so well and I loved it. And I was like, girl, this is going on my sketchbook. It's so good. So yeah. And then we have some little chibi dinosaurs over here. These were gonna be made into stickers, but I have not yet. Surely by now you guys can tell that I'm a person who starts a lot of things but have trouble finishing them. And that's what we call ADHD. And also being broke because making stickers costs money. But they're super cute. I really like them. I will make some stickers out of them one day. Some more horse sketches. This is a sketch of my mom's dog, Whiskey. Another really random spread here. We have some horse sketches. Oh, well, one horse sketch, some dragons, cougar, a cow. That's right. This was whenever I went to go with my coworkers. We went to a coffee place and we just wanted to chat and draw, and it was really fun. I want to do it again. This is a continuation of that same little meetup. Did some snakes, tiger, more horses, of course. And then here we have some dog sketches. These are some preliminary sketches of a children's book that I was working on. It's completely went into a different direction, but this is what started it here. And yeah, it's a work in the progress. I've never made a book before, like ever in my life, so it's challenging, but it's fun. And I can't wait to finish it because I think it's something a lot of people who have dogs will enjoy. Anyways, on this page we have some color studies of some oranges and some flowers done in pencil. This was really fun because I wanted to challenge myself to just block in with color and not do like an outline drawing of the subject first. So I was just going in with the color pencil and just blocking in color to make the picture, if that makes sense. I definitely want to do it again. It was interesting and fun. Here is when I got my Prismacolor chisel tip marker. This one right here. Yep. This one is such a fun pen to draw with and play around with, because you get lots of different line weights if you just, you know, manipulate the pen. So I just drew some stuff that was on my desk. I had my jar with my paintbrushes, a pocket knife, and my cat. And then I was like, you know what, I want to do some coyotes. I love coyotes. So I hopped on Pinterest, looked at some reference photos, and threw them in there. This here is the start of my obsession and my discovery of the wonderful artist M on the YouTube channel Art with M. She is an amazing collage artist and artist in general. I got swept up into her channel and started binge watching all of her videos, and became so infatuated with like collaging that I tried my hand at it, and it is a lot more difficult than it looks. Like, you know, trying to cut out the perfect size piece or the perfect shape for whatever it is that you're trying to do, but it is really fun too. So I was on my little collage era at the end of the sketchbook. I had a lot of fun. If you guys have the chance, go check her out. She makes amazing works of art, like collage, paper art, you know, just everything. She's good. She's great. Here I have some Avatar fan art and then some other random things. Good old chisel tip pen again. Along with that website I told y'all about, if I don't know what to draw, sometimes I'll just go over to my bookshelf and take off one of my magazines and just start flipping through pages, and I stop, and then I pick one thing on that page to draw, and I draw it. Highly recommend if you guys don't like to doom scroll on Pinterest or Instagram or whatever, like trying to find the perfect reference. Because if you are working with something that is finite, like a magazine, there's only a certain number of pages. It forces you to draw things you wouldn't typically think to draw. So yeah, highly recommend it. This is a a drawing of a pigeon done in oil pastels. I took this picture when I was in New York. It is not very cohesive color scheme because I don't have a lot of oil pastels, but I was really wanting to draw with them. So I tried to make it work with what I had, and it's okay, I guess. Some more collage on this side. This is from some magazines that I had. And on this page here, I drew some pictures that I took at the Botanical Gardens, but I wanted to do it in this specific artist style that I saw on Pinterest. I can't remember the name of the artist at the moment, but I'll find it and I'll link it up here, because they have amazing work. I wanted to try to recreate their soft and like very fluffy looking pieces. I think I achieved that with this one. This one not so much, but like they have a very soft gradient like feel to their work, and this one was really fun to do. I enjoyed it a lot. And then to close it out, a SpongeBob meme. This took me 2 years. I finished the sketchbook in February of this year. And yeah.
All right, everyone, thank you for watching this video on my second sketchbook tour. I hope you enjoyed. This was definitely a sketchbook that was really fun for me to do, and I can't wait to show y'all the one that I'm working in right now. And if you want to stay updated with all the things that I do, subscribe and hit the notification button. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have something you want to say, leave it down in the comments. And I will see you all again very, very soon. Bye.